talking big, get out my way a little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it.
My chance to start a regular season game arrived unexpectedly in the middle of week 7. Our starter was injured, and I was the next man up. It took everything I had to calm my nerves. The preseason is one thing, but I'd be stepping out under the lights for real this time. Then we huddled up and headed out.
Today, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, Michael Badgley to kick off for Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Dances by him. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6". They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And some room to maneuver. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
Miami Dolphins.
He told us he wanted to have a big game running the football. He predicted well north of 100 yards. That's a heck of a start.
And we thought he was just blustering, right? We thought he was just kind of talking and trying to maybe talk himself into it. He knew something, and now that confidence is going sky high.
And they're already in plus territory. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Second and 2. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
So first and goal from the 9-yard line. This is Breida. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be second and goal.
brings up second and
the impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
You get a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look up, elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
Here's the point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Chargers nothing.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Joe Reed returning. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Chargers offense set to go to work. Leading that offense, the rookie from Oregon who was drafted number 6 overall, Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert had a tremendous career at the University of Oregon, ended up winning the Campbell Trophy, which was the academic Heisman, won a lot of football games, including the Rose Bowl and the Pac-12 championship, 32 touchdown passes last year. But the reason he really got himself solidified as the first-round pick for the Chargers, a terrific Senior Bowl week, was the MVP of the game. But I thought he was the MVP of the week the way he interacted with his teammates and opposing players, and everyone got to see his leadership on display.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 15 carries, 70 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Third and long, it's Herbert. He's got it to Williams. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He's stopped at the 25. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Returnable for Grant. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 31.
An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. On 1st and 10, Dunham. They'll set up the screen to Balazs. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. So here we are, Charles. Speaking of this rookie quarterback, he's had one training camp and roughly a month and a half or so of regular season games to try to digest everything. Now here he is making his first NFL start.
And let's be frank about it, partner. I'm kind of surprised it's actually taken this long because every year when a team takes a quarterback in the first round, what do they say? We're going to let him sit for a year. We're going to give him a red shirt year. But you and I both know that never really truly happened. So here he is now. Got a little bit more time to sit and learn than most, but he's still in for a tough test in his first NFL start.
Pressure, and down he goes. It was Melvin Ingram that that time, who shot in to bring him down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Deep for the Chargers, Desmond King. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
2-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Dolphins 7, Chargers nothing.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down, Los Angeles.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
A gain of 13, it's a first down.
First down,
well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam! Puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Down right around the 25.
Shaq Lawson on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Badgley able to knock this one through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Chargers 3.
Now that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
Miami set to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 46 yards on the play. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Throwing on first down. Dunham. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. On first down, here's Breida. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dunham. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
On 1st and 10, Herbert throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the first down.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here comes Grant on the return. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again on offense, here's Devontae Parker. The The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room.
It's a foot race. The 20.
You thought you had it, didn't you? You thought you had it.
All the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, we keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And that'll bring up second down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Herbert. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Boy, Keenan Allen couldn't pull that one in. But now it's 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Herbert has it knocked free. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Here's Reed. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. the shotgun. Here's Herbert. And his throw is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. He's got his man. It's Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
First down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Will give this one to Eckler. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Here's Herbert now on second down. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
15 yards on the play, first down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On first down, it's Herbert. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for the Pro Bowl wideout Keenan Allen there, but it'll be second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On third down, Herbert on the screen. This is Eckler. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Oh, boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. In that play, it wound up losing yardage.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first, this one from 38. Badgley's kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Back to throw here, Herbert. This will be caught just inside the 10. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Third down.
So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
A 22-yard attempt.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And that'll get the deficit down to 15.
21. Chargers 6.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Matt Breed in the...
Entering settings screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to
back out. He's toppled the century mark already, receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground, because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. To throw on 2nd down. Dunham. And that'll be incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And it'll bring up 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Dunham. Being chased out left. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And that is incomplete. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
48-yard line.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, Dunham. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Dunham. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, Dunham. Caught by Wilson. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was Matt Breida who had the touchdown run to put an end to it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback. L.A. readies for its next possession. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert. Now they go screen. It's complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw on 3rd down. Herbert. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Herbert throwing again. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? You want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
Now Breida on a toss left. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Looking to throw on second down. Dunham. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun. Dunham. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask.
Face mask. Defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal.
Push him back. Push him back. Mike 56.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak.
at maximum.
You can't give the guy a skirt steak. He scores 3 times. There you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will make it into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Chargers ready to take over. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I I want to see something executed well before we get out of here, and that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look, 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. A field goal gets them closer, but they say no thanks. We want the lead. They snap it to Herbert. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing to start the drive. Dunham. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's got room. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Touchdown.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter and a QB.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
The conversion is no good on the fake extra point.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Reed returning. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
On the return, the Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
forward. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Chargers 1st down. Today's final score.
Big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Dolphins, it may not be too late to salvage their season as the win moves them to 2-5 now on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the LA Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they suffer their 4th loss so far. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
She-Rag got me.
It was a tough break for the injured guy, but this was huge for me. The press wanted a quote, which is how things happened like they did. I smiled for a few last photos and left the podium. Later that day, I checked the headlines and was shocked to see one in particular about my press conference.